Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to the weekly recap where you get all the news that you need and absolutely nothing that you don't. And by the way, this week, this has been a kind of a busy week for me here in Vero Beach. Now, first off, we got our air conditioner serviced the other day. And, the guy did his usual great job. The air conditioner is working just terrific. And what he did was to discover that this little vent that we have outside for the uh, dryer in where Karen does the laundry was clogged. I cleared it out, and what had happened was all the lint from the dryer had kind of clogged up these vents. I guess the lint is a little damp when it comes out of the dryer, but nonetheless, we got the air conditioner serviced. There was nothing wrong with it, and we got the this dryer squared away, at least in terms of that outside vent. Now, in other news, I've broken into artificial intelligence, AI. You've been seeing it on the news all the time. And I want to tell you, I think it's terrific. I've been using this Chat GPT. Eileen had told me about it. And I'll tell you what, I recommend to everybody give it a try. It's really simple. You go on this website, chat.openai.com. You set up a free account, and this thing does great stuff. Now, I've used it a little bit. It can do really, really exotic things. I've used it a little bit, like you can look for presents for a kid having a first communion. You can put a really long article in there and tell it to summarize it for you. And I've just started exploring it. I recommend that you give it a try. I think it's going to be super. Okay. I'm enjoying that. And then I got a gadget this week, and I am a gadget guy. And I wanted to tell you about it because I think you might be interested in it.
I really like using my iPhone as a camera. And what's good about it, you always have it with you. And it's got a great camera. It's great for video. It's great for still pictures. The issue when you're shooting video is keeping the phone still. And that's where this gadget comes in. This is an Insta360 float. And what it is a gimbal for the camera. What you do is you have a little clamp on the back of the phone, and you put this thing, it's magnetic, it pops right on. You open this, and it all comes on. And all of a sudden, the phone is dead steady. Here it is horizontal, which is what you want. And you can use this, and you'll notice no matter what I do, that thing stays absolutely level. Now, I'm going to see if I can get some footage to show you how this thing works, because it'll do different things. It'll track you. You can do time lapses with it, all that kind of stuff. But the main thing, I think, for the average regular person is it keeps the phone dead steady. It is absolutely great. Now, if I'm able to pull off some footage here to show you how it works, I will, and it'll show up right here. But in the meantime, this was a great find. Now, it cost, I think, $160, something like that. And I got it on Amazon, but I'll tell you what, $160, you don't want to spend it, but it's going to give you great video, really, really good. I'll have this for Mary Kate's first communion in a few weeks, and I'm going to get great video with that. Good camera, and this thing keeps it absolutely rock solid.
Well, I wasn't able to get very much footage to demonstrate this thing. But it does all kinds of stuff, and it's really, really, I think, well worth the $160. Because As you know, I like to shoot video. I do it a lot, and I'm really recommending this device. Uh, go get one. Now, I got a new feature. Here it is. Here's my list of the 10 best movies of all time. My personal 10 best. In the number one hole, The Godfather. Why? It's gotta be The Godfather. Number two, Patton. Remember, Americans love a winner and they won't tolerate a loser. Great movie. Another Francis Ford Coppola one. The Usual Suspects. Remember Kaiser Soze? You'll never forget him. In the number four hole, I pick One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's a kind of an old movie, but Jack Nicholson, I thought, did a great job. The Big Lebowski. I loved it. Loved that movie. The original Star Wars. I think that's episode 4, maybe A New Hope. Blew me away. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones. Absolutely great. Gladiator. Exceptionally good flick. Young Frankenstein. The only Mel Brooks entry on this list. And finally, Alien. Without a doubt, the scariest movie I ever saw in my life. Well, those are my 10 best. What are yours? What I did, the way I put this together, I started out with a yellow pad, and I must have listed, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 movies that I've liked. And and just doing it from memory. And then I cull the list down to what I think of the top 10. And my idea was to provoke a discussion with you. What would be on your top 10 list, or why would you take anything that I put on mine? Why would you take it out? And what I suggest is, instead of sending me an email with it, why not let everybody know what you think? And on this YouTube page, there's a place for comments under this video. And I recommend that you put your ideas, your top 10, why you think one of mine really stunk, and why didn't you put Goodfellas in, or, other kinds of flicks. Put them in there. Put that in the comments, and then everybody can see it. I think it'd be really worthwhile. Well, that's my report for this week. I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Be sure to check in and have yourselves a really nice Easter. I hope you have a great one. Everybody take care.